Hey guys, welcome back. I appreciate you all sticking around for as long as you have. I know it's been well over a month since I've been out in the water. Unfortunately, to get new content for the things I do with spearfishing and freediving, it's dependent on a lot of factors. Weather being a huge one. As a lot of you know, March was a pretty garbage month in regards to wind and visibility, but here we are at the end of April, and hopefully things are a lot better. As a lot of you have things going on in your life, I definitely have a lot of things going on in mine. A new job, getting things squared away with the Army for myself, and making sure that my family's fed and a roof's kept over our heads. You know, this stuff doesn't pay the bills, so I gotta do other things and make sure that that's safe and that they're secure, and then I can get out and do the stuff that I like doing. So hopefully today I can get some good footage out there, and hopefully we see something interesting. But if not, we'll at least catch some fish. So, all right, see you out there. And we're out. We're hitting Pinellas South Reef, which is an excellent spot to hit. Depth isn't too bad. You're looking at maybe between 35 to 45 feet in certain spots, and there's so much structure out here. You've got bridges, bridge pilings down to the south. You got barges out here. You've got rock piles. You got everything you need in a pretty large area. We're gonna hit the south portion first. Hopefully see some stuff here. This is where the bridge loads are. When it's super clear, it looks like an underwater city down there. Right now, the water, surprisingly, as choppy as it is, it's got that really deep, rich blue that you want to see. That's kind of indicative of pretty clear water. Of course, you never know until you get in. The particulate could be pretty high, but right now it's looking pretty decent. So I've got some high hopes. As soon as I jumped in the water, it was pretty much like I feared. The particulate was a little heavier than expected, making the clarity not so great. I was hoping for a little better viz, but here I am diving in about 40 feet of water. I could see shadows of structure at the bottom. On my first drop to check the anchor, I did notice, however, that it kind of cleared up. It wasn't that bad. The next couple of videos I'll be pushing out cover me exploring and looking for new dive locations and spots, simply because this particular dive made me a little nervous. I normally don't have any issues finding fish on publicly known numbers, coordinates, artificial reefs, and wrecks, but there was a significant lack of life on a structure that should have just been teeming with fish. Honestly, it took me almost an hour before I found any fish that were even worth shooting. After shooting and bringing up that first mangrove snapper, I felt like I had just triggered a dinner bell, because my following dives after that, I finally started to see more and more life roll in. circling me the past half hour. Fantastic. As the day wore on, unfortunately, the water clarity continued to get worse. And with multiple boats now circling above me, my GoPro crapping out on me, and whatever fish that were brought in earlier, now gone, I felt it was time to leave. Woo! Man, I am so upset that my GoPro died on that last fish. It was a fat mangrove, as you can see here. Look at this thing. Oh, look at this. Monster mangrove. Love it. I'm just chilling down there, and that thing just comes out of a hole, doesn't even see me. Point blank right through the eye. Wish my GoPro didn't die. All right, well, I'm gonna cut today short. One, because I wanna get back and get cleaned up. My kid has a choral recital today, and I don't wanna embarrass him smelling like fish. And two, these boats continue to circle me. I moved to a second spot, but that just ended up with them moving more. And yeah, it's a little bothersome, not gonna lie. Good day. Good way to get back after being dry for the past, well, almost 2 months. So, all right, I'll see you home. All right, guys, we are back at the house. The Jack Crevalle is filleted up and ready to go. I took most of the bloodline out, pretty much all the bloodline out of the fish, and that is what gives it that terrible taste a lot of people do not like about this fish and consider it trash fish. This time I'm gonna keep it pretty simple, maybe a little bit of oil, butter, salt and garlic, and I'm gonna sear it kind of like how I prepare tuna, maybe coat it in some sesame seed, and then that way I retain a lot of the flavor, the original flavor of the fish, and you can't accuse me of hiding it behind just a slew of different spices and seasonings. So you can tell, if you look closely, this dark red meat, that's what the bloodline is. You get rid of most of that and you're left with solid tasting meat. Pretty looking shot. Alright guys, moment of truth. Didn't really take a whole lot of time to cook this thing. I just wanted to sear the outside a little bit, retain a lot of the raw fish just to get the original flavor. So here we go. I'm gonna grab a piece here. There we go. You can see, still red on the inside. No fishy taste whatsoever. There's no bitterness. It doesn't taste like mud like some people claim. You just gotta know how to cook, not even know how to cook the fish, you just gotta know how to prepare it. And for Jack Crevalle, the trick is removing the bloodline. Just take out the bloodline. I would eat this as sushi, sashimi, It's great. I'm not trying to convince you guys. If you guys don't want to eat Jack Crevalle, that's up to you. By all means, leave them in the water. Don't shoot them. I'll take them. Hopefully you do try. You are curious and want to give it a try. They're fun fish to shoot, fun fish to fish. They're fighting fish, and they taste great. Till next time, bye. A little bit of a bonus video. I got a couple meals off this Jack Crevalle, and a buddy of mine, James Barry, asked me how I prepared it, so I sent him this message. I usually let it sit with the salt for 15 to 30 minutes, but it gets like really dense and almost sticky to the touch. You just got to make sure you wipe it dry, wipe off the excess moisture, and then serve it anyway after that.